Okay, who's ready to begin? Dorina.
Sasha wanted. So,
Yeah, I can. I can. Okay. So my name is Sasha. I'm from Kiev, Ukraine. I have major in philosophy and want to continue by getting a PhD. And this course helped me to find an interdisciplinary approach toward my subject. So thank you for that. When I was thinking about breathing out anger, I thought that I would breathe out a ball of fire, and if there were no water, it would look like a fire show. But thanks God that there was water, so I cooled myself down. It put down this fire and covered me with silk, calming me down and soothing. This way, this anger froze into a form of glass. It finally gained a form, and starting from that, I could finally look at it, examine it, and so trying to create an image, I worked with a collage. So
Mm-hmm.
there's the first part of me burning out
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
anger.
Mm-hmm.
Then I cool myself down,
Very nice.
and there is finally a form of glass.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very well done. Very well done. Your journey to the PhD program is all set. Okay. Dorina's next, I guess.
okay, thank you. So, yeah, my name is Irina. I'm originally from Kiev. Right now, I'm in Germany, near Dresden. I am a PR manager, but right now I'm in a searching for my maybe new path of a writer. So, in an answering about this interesting meditation, yeah, imagine yourself breathing out your anger. Well, I have a sort of let's say this is the
Wow.
painting. I don't know. So the thing is, when I made the mind map, I've got those images in my head that I have anger. Anger is something that red as blood, and you see here, this is the lipstick. And lipstick, red lipsticks, the best of all shows this red as blood. And I also got this image of smoke and the black that left after the match, like fired. So this is the match.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the match, I've got it fired, and this is the pieces of it. So I've got this napkin with the water, and I just, put it inside of this material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is, you see the fragments of that just left after this chaotic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the actual imaginary of my
Mm-hmm.
anger, let's say.
Mm-hmm. This is very beautiful. This is very beautiful because you objectified anger. And I think, Dorina, especially for you in your case, um, I think this is the first time you're looking at anger. Is that true?
Mm, no, but yeah, it's important for me to mediate something imaginary in my head to something that I can actually made of anything, and that pushes me to some new ideas that I can convert in the writing, especially.
Exactly.
That
And
it's really helped.
yes, and what you can do is you can actually write a full story about this now. This whole thing, a small little object that you have right now, the material could lead you to writing a full essay or a full story
Mm-hmm.
about the
Yeah,
processes It's important not just the form, the object, the destination, the processes is very important. In any kind of invention, in any kind of writing, the process is very important. I always say the process, how you came about to that. If you just write about the process, how you did it, it is already a beautiful piece of writing.
Mm-hmm.
Think
Yeah.
about how you can describe the process. Okay, Maya is next.
Okay, my name is Maya. I live in Lviv, Ukraine. I'm working as psychotherapist and I'm using that class to develop my writing abilities, if I have any. I was thinking about um, my anger and that I'm breathing out something like insects. It will be the darkest shade of cobalt. I used words as grainy, oily, smooth, vibrating, buzzing, wet, humming, and stern.
Very nice.
I didn't draw anything, but I think my words is enough. And after that, I think that water would be clear and something warm and bubbly and maybe pinkish, something nice.
Maybe what you can do is after the class is over, maybe if you get time, you could possibly design something. You could take cues from what you wrote and actually find objects. If you find grain, you go to the kitchen and find something grainy. Maybe sugar molecules or whatever you get. That's grainy, and use those to create. So it's not necessarily that from the object you write. You could write first, and then you could have the design. Okay, next we'll go to Natalia. Natalia still writing? No, she's ready.
Hello, my name is Natalia. I'm from Ukraine. Last 2 months, I have been to English-speaking environment. That's why I joined this course to improve my feeling of English. And now we got a task to make something, to create something with the idea that I'm bringing out anger, of negative thoughts. And I caught my mind that I just don't feel now any any negative thoughts. And it was just like from one breath, I have a little poetry. I don't know, maybe it's grammatically not correct, but it's just like feeling. Now I'm working as a supervisor in front office in 5 stars hotel. It's absolutely new field for me, but every day I get very interesting new experience. And for example, from yesterday, I started to work on the early shifts and I have to go out from home at 5 a.m. And it was a lot of new emotions when I faced the nature in the morning. And so my little poetry, okay? Fog closed my eyes yesterday morning, felt happy and free from negative thought. Oh, thank you, the nature, you gives me a motto, be out of anger, feel calm and in love. In love with my routine, my duties and tasks that push me to ride my bicycle of life. No worries, no regrets, but oceans of hope. day by day stronger, that my happiness will be dissolved. Like that. I don't know if you have understood.
No, that's very beautiful. And in fact, you used two metaphors, the ocean of hope and the bicycle. And those two metaphors are very nice. They're like a little bit of structural mistakes, but sometimes emotion. And actually, what you can do is, based on the same writing, what Maya did, you can actually design something. You can actually, because what happens when you are actually working hands-on with with design in writing, you are basically understanding how to use the senses better in your writing. So you're making your writing tangible or smellable or touchable, or whatever. You are using all your senses. When you use your senses and you design writing, then your writing becomes even better the next time over. So like, for example, I told Maya, get the sugar grains, use the grains. So she said grainy. So you said bicycles and ocean of hope. So maybe when you go out next time in the morning, look out more for things that you observe and pick up something, maybe a leaf, maybe a particle of sand, maybe take a snapshot of the reflection of light, and think what you can design out of that. Because when you are constantly working with ideas, you get more ideas. It's like having a bank of ideas. Does that make sense?
Yeah, maybe. But I realized that frankly speaking, I'm out of making something by hand. I don't know why. It's like for example, I'm a dancer. I how to say,
Hold on. Wait.
express my emotions
Wait. You're a
in
dancer?
absolutely different way.
You're a dancer.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell one of your daughters to record it, and without words, without speaking anything, without a rhythm, maybe choreograph your emotion.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot, and even here I found the team where we dancing, and I just feel my resources and feel really very very good. I would say even
Yes.
I'm overwhelmed right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes. So, what I was saying is that if you can choreograph your idea in a space of silence, choreograph your idea in a dance form, that's going to be beautiful, Natalia. That's going to be beautiful because you're designing your body.
Yeah.
The idea, so you're making your writing a performing art.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll talk to Irina. I love her blue headphones. She took it off. Why?
I just put them on because Emma was in the room and I couldn't hear anything what was going on with you guys. So now she's out. I asked her to leave, so I'm ready. All right. I'm Marina. I'm a teacher of Spanish and English. I live in Kiev region, and actually right now I'm here back to my home. And for 3 months I lived in Lviv, that's in the western part of Ukraine, because it was safer there for my kids and me as well. And I'm happy that I had that opportunity, actually, because my neighbors who stayed here, now they are in a very unwell psychological condition, I would say, because of the explosion sounds they heard. And some of them, they have kids and they stayed here with them. and I cannot imagine what they felt when everything was happening here. So, by the way, on Sunday, I woke up from an explosion, which was very next to us. Luckily, it was our Ukrainian armed forces who covered the sky for us. So we were lucky, but it was such a strange experience. I was lucky that Emma didn't hear it. She was sound asleep. But and I couldn't show any emotions because she heard that I woke up, and I had to show her that everything's okay. Mommy is happy, because she feels me she feels me very well, and she copies my behavior. So sometimes what I feel I cannot show, and this is the most difficult part of it, right? So as for breathing, wrath and anger, hearing an explosion didn't cause me feel any anger at all. It was like, what should I do? Should I jump into my car and drive away right now to save my kid? Or will it be okay? But hearing the siren, the air raid siren, is the worst part of it, because you don't know what's going to happen. And you feel hatred when you hear the air raid siren. You start hating those people who are doing this to my country, who are doing this to my kid, to my neighbors. My kid, she plays bomb shelters, you know. She doesn't play dolls. She plays, oh, mommy, we hear the air raid siren. Let's hide in the bomb shelter. Luckily, we didn't need to hide in a bomb shelter because where we were staying in Lviv, the building was an old one, but it was like a good construction, and there was a corridor, and I thought that it was quite safe for us to stay there. So. But sometimes seeing the photos of kids in the bomb shelters and newborns, it drives me crazy. But now I'm going to start about breathing, my breath. Okay. Before war, I breathed out a little bit of anger, tension that we can feel every day, because in real life we feel anger sometimes too. But it was nothing. It was a regular routine that I could do during my yoga training, for example. You breathe out, you make your problems go away, you relax, and you feel better. When the Russian invasion started, I forgot how to breathe for some time. Then at last I came up to the surface looking for some air. I was coming out of some material that was gulping me inside, and I was like fighting to come out of it. So I came out of it with my mouth wide open. It was a simultaneous breath and a scream at the same time. It was a new experience. Now, I don't feel such a huge emotion like I felt back then when the war began. But still, sometimes I can feel it. Now I do a little work. I teach Spanish to my fellow compatriots who are staying right now in Spain or France. Mainly of them are being kids. They're kids who left Ukraine because of the invasion. Now they need the language to feel themselves better in different country. For example, the kids in France, they need Spanish because it's the language they need to pass an exam, so they can be accepted to the French colleges. And Spanish because Spain is the place where they can stay right now, and they need to understand what they hear. And sometimes these kids feel happy, and and I feel happy for them too. Even though we are, and my kids and I were hearing air raid sirens, but I'm at home and they're not. So I can feel their unhappy eyes, though they're in sunny Spain, you know, but they're not happy. They want their home back. They want their friends back. So sometimes I begin to breathe angrily again. And I don't know why, but I drew such a childish picture. I can show it to you. It's like me doing yoga, and this is my breath, which is like scream coming out of me. I don't know. It's childish, I know, but this is what I could draw.
This is amazing.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but the person, this is me. I don't know. This is an unfinished skull. This is what I wanted to show, how we feel when we don't know what to happen tomorrow. This is what I did, what I've done. That's it.
Irina, I want to tell you something. Like, I don't know, you come for these mundane classes, you guys, but that was a life lesson that I learned. You know, I learned from you guys. Like, this was like how you brace with that situation. And I felt your pain when you said that you didn't want to scream or show it to Emma, who imitates all your bodily actions and your reactions and your senses, you know. So it is unimaginable what you guys are going through. And that you're keeping your sanity, doing the same things again and again. This is, I think, the world needs to learn from all of you. So this is like, salute to all of you. You know, this is incredible. I have no words. I have no words.
Thank you. Thank you. You are helping a lot. You are helping to heal. You are helping to relieve these feelings, but in a different way, you know? I'm like looking at myself from the other side of the mirror, and it helps. I feel better now. Thank you so much.
No, it helps everyone. All of us have some kind of pain, and this war has and is being effective to everyone, is affecting everyone's life in different ways. And we all need to come together as a world to heal together in different ways. That's what I feel. And the only reason I propagate, the other reason that I propagate interdisciplinarity is because it opens the doors of the mind, that there is not just one way to release emotion. There's not just one way to feel emotion. There's not one way. Like, for example, Natalia said she likes to dance, you know, and dancing to the silence, letting her body merge with her ideas. That's a beautiful way of healing. You know, the performing of anger. That's beautiful. We have the little one, Sophia, now at the end.
Hello, my name is Sophia, and I am a student. I study at school. Also, I like art and coding. I play violin and sometimes paint something. And I have done this. Can you see?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that is a cup of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that is gray substance, and there you can see a lemon squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like water. It was blue in the beginning, but because of green tea there, it became green. Also, there is some flowers, little flowers. They are red. It's like all the emotions that we can feel. It's like green tea, it's good and calm emotions. Rice, it's something not indefinite that we are not confident with. Because it's hard and we cannot bite it and taste how does it taste. And flowers, it's like everything in one, because they are beautiful, but also they can be not good for us. And it's like bad emotions. Some people divide bad and good only to two sections, like white and black. But also there is gray. It's like that in the middle. It's something that we cannot explain, but we know somewhere inside us that it's bad. And also there is a flower, like everything inside us that is a part of angry. We cannot divide emotions so strict because we feel them, and simultaneously when we feel anger, we feel something good.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
And now we pour all that there, and we see that oil, it goes up. It's like only bad emotions, and people that see us, they can see the glass there, but that one who see from the top, they are arrogant. They see only the bad and the bad emotions.
This is incredible. What do you think, guys? This is incredible.
Amazing.
Bravo, everyone, bravo. And why did you use the lemon? Sophia, tell me, why did you use the lemon?
Because it is sour, but to some people it's tasty and they use it. But indeed, it's sour. And when it's too much, like it's only a sour part, like juice, it's bad. But when it's in total, in the fruit lemon, it's good.
It's amazing that how she used all of these senses and how she let the negative emotion surface. But my favorite part of this whole thing, I know you used physics, you used chemistry, you used philosophy, you used art. But my favorite part of it was when you said that anger is an emotion that cannot be segregated. It has a lot of other feelings along with it. It's just not one feeling. And that is something so philosophical. How old are you? 72?
No, 14.
That's like my dad talking, like a philosopher. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's very beautiful. All of you, I'm so glad that this happened.